And now I'd like to end our award section of the program with a presentation of the Hubert Humphrey Award. This, our premier award, was established in 1978, named for Hubert H. Humphrey, a pharmacist from Minnesota and a longtime public servant who rose to the vice presidency of the United States. The Humphrey Award recognizes individual APhA members who made a major contribution in government and or legislative service at the local, state, or national level. Brian Isetts was selected for his contribution to the profession of pharmacy through service in legislative and regulatory arenas at the local, state, and national levels. He currently serves as professor in the Department of Pharmaceutical Care and Health Systems at the University of Minnesota College of Pharmacy. He also participates in the CMS Innovation Center Partnership for Patients Initiative, a program designed to measure and improve medication safety and care transitions all across the United States. He works closely with the Minnesota legislature to enact the Medication Therapy Management Care Law, and recently completed a 2.5-year sabbatical as a CMS Health Policy Fellow, where he worked to improve the Medicare Part D Medication Therapy Management Program. Dr. Isetts is a proud BS Pharmacy graduate from the University of Wisconsin, and he earned his PhD in Social Administrative Pharmacy from the University of Minnesota. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating the 2015 Hubert Humphrey Award winner, Brian Isetts. Brian?
Well, thank you, Steve. Thank you very much for the kind words and for the introduction. Receiving the Humphrey Award is certainly a very special moment and a tremendous honor, particularly for a guy who has made Minnesota his home for over 30 years. Although I never had a chance to meet the late Senator, Vice President, and pharmacist, I did get a chance to know several members of the Humphrey family. Hubert H. Humphrey III, or Skip Humphrey, served as Minnesota Attorney General, and Doug Humphrey is in the home interiors industry, and who happens to be working with my wife. And the Humphrey family asked me to extend their greetings tonight. I'd like to take a few minutes to say thanks and share my gratitude for the amazing journey we've taken together. First is to thank my wife Pam and friends who have joined me from my hometown. I'd like to thank APhA for their generous support. Tom Mennigan, the Board of Trustees, provided substantial assistance throughout my CMS sabbatical. I'd like to thank Lowell Anderson for the nomination. Lowell was one of 4 people who initiated this political action committee. Thanks to Dean Speedy, Department Chair Steve Schondelmeyer, and all of my Minnesota pharmacy colleagues. And I want to give a special shout out to all of our University of Minnesota College of Pharmacy students here today. That's what I'm talking about. The key point I'd like to make today is that we need to seize every opportunity we can to collaborate with state legislators, policymakers, and the United States Congress to deliver one very powerful message. We have been working very hard for the past 30 years to help our country build a medication use system we deserve, in which patients routinely achieve their drug therapy treatment goals with zero tolerance for preventable medication harms. And you know what? Our collective voices are being heard. My political engagement journey started way back in pharmacy school, when I worked 3 years as an assembly messenger at the Wisconsin State Legislature. In my senior year, I put together the first Wisconsin pharmacy student state legislator dinner. During graduate school, I scraped together $500 to become a founding member of the APhA Political Action Committee. This is an honor I work very closely on my lapel today. When I was building my first pharmaceutical care practice in Red Wing, Minnesota, we invited 5 legislators to see our practice firsthand. These legislators then drafted the Minnesota Medication Therapy Management Care Law, and we worked diligently over 12 years to secure passage and to get paid for our services. And most recently, when I embarked on a 6-month sabbatical at CMS, I had no idea it was going to turn into an amazing 3-year experience where I was able to deliver our key message up close and personal in the front seat of transforming our healthcare delivery and financing system. And today, we have a second chance to make a first impression. Don't ask why pharmacists are not included in the Social Security Act. Ask why not. Ask what you can do for your country. Are we ready to exceed expectations in building the medication use system our patients deserve? I can't hear you. Are we ready to seize the opportunity to tell Congress what we can do for our system, our citizens? Let me hear you.
Yes, brother.
And thanks again to Chairman Furman and all my esteemed colleagues, friends, and family here today. I stand in humble gratitude for this very high honor. Thank you.
Recognition of the board.
A trophy. All right, thank you. Thank you. I got the box. Okay. I'll drop this thing like I did that Flying Eagle I won here at the Pinnacle Awards.